Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Good evening and welcome to the Oklahoma Sports Network. We are live here at Brew Coffee House, located right next door to Jackson County Memorial Hospital. Last week was a short week, so we went on location. We were still giving tons of shout-outs to Brew, but we weren't physically here as we played on Thursday night rather than Friday night. And so we wanted to meet up with Coach Reed a little bit early so that we wouldn't be rushing him on a Wednesday, night before the game. But we're back, and you know who I am. I'm Coach Tovar, and sitting right here next to me is the man himself, Coach Reed. Coach? We got sound effects now.
Oh, okay.
Coach Reed, man, listen, I'm just going to be honest with you, Coach. I had us down going to Noble. You know, you and I have talked, quite a bit about it. I had us down for the win, but 42-21 was what I was kind of thinking. And hanging 70, like, Coach, oh, my gosh. Like, I was a little riverboat action there going on, too, early on. I was very impressed. Just your thoughts, Coach, on last Thursday night's game. Like, just break it down for us. What are some good things that you saw? What are some things that we still got to work on? Because I think overall grade that we gave you guys was an A, because everything seemed to be clicking. Yeah. 70-18, Coach.
Yeah, well, first I want to say there was no intention to score 70, run any score up. We were actually on the headset after the previous touchdown, and I was telling the guys on the offensive side, hey, get all the next group ready, make sure everybody – and we had some position issues of getting some guys in place, and we were working through that, and we kicked the ball off, and they fumbled, and we got it back, and it was not going to be fair to thrust a group out there that they weren't ready.
Yeah.
And so – that last touchdown was by no means just to see 70. It was never a conversation on our headset. But anyway, just wanted to explain that there was nobody trying to score 70. But I will, I think it's not even close. It was the most complete game we've played since I've returned to Altus. Just great on all three phases. Yep. Our defense played very, very well and created multiple turnovers. I thought our special teams was very solid. Obviously getting two turnovers off of a kickoff, and then offensively we were just doing a lot of good things in both running the football and in our passing game. And so just couldn't have been more proud of our kids. Like you said, a short week. Yeah. A lot of times that can be challenging because it gets you out of routine and your practice week and all your preparation. But our kids just did a phenomenal job of being focused and getting into that game and giving it their best. And Noble's been a really tough opponent for us for the last 2 years and have played poorly. Just to be honest, we've not played very good, and that's a tough environment. They do a great job over there with their game day operations, and I'll be honest, I was a little shocked of how it was going. I was very confident in our kids, but just the prior 2 years puts a little thought in your mind of, man, we've got to get past the mental hurdle of the Noble Bears, and man, did we get past that pretty quick. So I couldn't brag on our kids enough of just the attention to detail and the ability to carry out a plan so well. It was by far our best game, and it was a lot of fun to sit over there and watch them.
It is, and and I think due to that game, our actual first game to be up in that Oklahoma City metro area, Norman area, to where people could actually take note of it. Yeah, we went to Western Heights and played there, but after that, getting some respect finally, on from the Oklahoma. I think we're on a power rating too. That I saw a power index something rating. I don't pay attention to it, but it was sent to me. I was like, all right, well, okay, all right, good. And I just love the fact that people are paying attention to Altus again. You and I talk about it quite a bit. You're always a big advocate of the fact that this is a blue blood school. There's been a lot of success at this school. Going 7-0, coach. First time since 1969, I believe, right? And then I know that we weren't intentionally trying to run the score up like that, but I think the last time any points over 70, 70 above were scored were back in that 95-96 season when they scored 77 versus Western Heights. And so overall super impressed. We got the run game going. We had, before even a passing touchdown, we had 3 rushing touchdowns. And and then of course everybody going off. Everybody seemed to touch the ball at least a couple times and have some great success. And Jamin played great. Jamel, who I haven't. I need to go back to the number, but is he close, or has he broken his record from last year already?
Yeah, he's broke his record of touchdown catches and several other categories. He's already he's broke. So end of the year we'll have maybe at the end of the year show or whatever, we'll have a list of different records the different kids have broke throughout the year.
Yeah, but just the success that we're seeing on the offensive side, and then defensively, we know that Noble always has some scrappy players, and we saw that. They had a really good running back that ran the ball really well. Number 2 was, if you look at him, he didn't seem like a guy that could do what he did once he caught the ball.
Yeah,
but
he's good,
very good. But defensively, one thing that stood out to me, Coach, is that as we were in our, the defensive line, the defensive front, and Mikey Brown was being triple teamed at times, and he was driving those guys back. Just the ferociousness and the physicality that our defense is playing with, hits. Hits that we heard upstairs where we were at, and then again, special teams, like you said, creating turnovers there, some good returns on punt and kickoff return. Just an overall great game, which is what we needed going in to make sure, that, hey, now we've got a shot to play in the playoffs. So we know that we can play Week 11 now, due to this win. Coming in, having a good win like that, Coach, everything clicking, everything humming, knowing that you're coming into this week, this Friday, as we travel to Guthrie, which is another hostile place to play, with huge implications in this game. All right, so we got past the first hurdle with Noble. We punched that ticket to play Week 11. All right, good. But now things get even more magnified. And so, tell us your thoughts into going into this week facing a bigger, stronger, more physical opponent, and one of the teams that's tied up there with us and Carl Albert in the district. It's put up or shut up, basically. And so, what are your thoughts going into this Friday?
Well, number one, just as a program that hadn't been in the playoffs since 2018, I love that the pressure, is not there to keep, having to win some certain game, and some opponents got to win by this and many points, So I love that we've took care of the business that we need to, and we, know that we're going to go to the playoffs. And so I think that's highly important. We're not in the same position as, say a Guthrie or a Carl Albert, where, year in and year out, for how many years in a row, they've probably got this long streak of being, and we're just not in that boat. And so, you got to know where you're at and be able to build off of that. And for me, I think it's very important for our players to be able to play free the next 3 weeks. And as I told them on Monday, there's no pressure. We're going to do our very best to go out and win every one of these games. But at the end of the day, you have no pressure on you. You shouldn't feel pressure. You should feel free because of the work you put in to get to this point. And so, obviously, the opponent gets much different this week with a great Guthrie team who, historically is a great football program, but, just coming off a state runner-up. We're very fortunate and blessed to be going to Guthrie this week, and a great stadium that is a lot like ours. And, it'll be a great crowd and a team that will be as physical as anybody that we have played and will play. That's where they hang their hat. They want to be extremely physical in all ways, and they always are. They're one of those teams that all you have to do is watch their kickoff and know that they're going to put a big physicality emphasis because their best players are on kickoff. There's some things you look at as a coach to figure out some things, and the thing that will forever and always be about the Guthrie Blue Jays, very, very tough, very high effort, and it'll be a great challenge for our team to go and see where we are against last year's state runner-up, who returns a whole bunch of players.
Yeah, a lot of them, and I've always viewed Guthrie as kind of like in the same realm as like Altus. Altus being in Southwest Oklahoma, a 30, 45-minute drive from Lawton, and really not, all the players that we produce, they're homegrown. Guthrie's kind of the same way, they're out there in the outskirts, 30, 35 minutes away from Edmond and stuff, and so a lot of pride. So there's a lot of pride going into this game, Coach, from both sides, with the Guthrie Blue Jays and, of course, with the Altus Bulldogs. And the one thing that everybody's talking about, and, football is football. It's played outside. Weather is going to be a factor. We do know that rain's coming, and so this will be a fun game. It's going to be a fun game. We finally have some fall football weather coming up too, so it's going to be cool and going to be a fun time. So if you do make the trip down, ladies and gentlemen, to what is it, Jelsma? Jelsma Stadium.
Great stadium.
Great stadium. I really love the layout. They call their stadium the Rock as well, but really love how it's at the street level. So if you did want to just look over, you could just watch the game, there from the street and stuff. And really, a lot of pride, a lot of history there in their Rock as well. And like you said, I mean, they've been on this run. I mean, it always comes down to that week 9, week 10 with them and Carl Albert. Like it's just it's a punching match, and so I mean, kudos to them because they play us and then they face Carl Albert, next week, and
then they finish with Lawton. So we're kind of
we all
got the same little rotation right now.
But I really do enjoy and love what you said, Coach, about hey, the pressure's off, guys. Like in college, you get to that 6th win, we're going bowling, So to know that we get to play that week 11, which is something that you've really just given these boys, that hope, and just knowing that, hey, listen, if you continue to work hard, and it may have taken a few years, trust the process, it's going to happen. And so that was the first thing, make it to the playoffs, and then let's see what happens from there.
Yeah, playoff football's special, and, I would assume that any sport that you have to earn your way into the playoffs, and, I'm not going to go, I don't even know what other ones are like that, but I just know playoff football special because if you're not in the top 4, you don't go.
Exactly.
And it's something special to earn that opportunity. And like I said, we're in a position that it is special for us to make it.
Yeah.
And we want that to be a regular thing, but it hasn't been. We want to start that now.
Yeah.
And we don't want to overlook a moment that is big for this group of kids to go from being 1-19 their freshman and sophomore year to now whatever we are, It's pretty impressive for those kids that have stuck with it and like you said, trusted the process. And for me, it's just rewarding to see their time and labor put in benefited a little bit in the form of they're going to get an outcome that was important to what we were saying as far as hey, playoffs are a privilege. There's no right in getting to go. And that's impressive, and then getting to play an opponent as high caliber as Guthrie is another great thing for us because we get to go play an opponent that, man, they're as good as it gets. I mean, they're top 5 in everybody's poll. They've got a coaching staff that's been together for a long time, and what a great measuring stick. And me personally, I think we get better no matter what happens in this game because we're playing an opponent that is so good and so well respected, and we'll get to walk in there and put our best foot forward, and I know they're going to put theirs, and we'll see where it shakes out. But at the end of the day, the goal is to get in the playoffs.
Yeah,
and we've done that. And the next goal is maybe we can find a way to get a home playoff game.
Yeah.
But the real goal in this whole thing this week is let's go play our best football and see what happens because we still got room for improvement. We don't want to be saying, hey, the Noble game was our best game all year. We want to keep getting better as we move to these last 3 weeks.
Yeah, and I really love how you put it because, a lot of people, don't quite understand that. They just see, hey, we got an opponent here, let's go. And, they just tend to look at, specific games, within the schedule, but no pressure. So in that is it's not a weight that you got to carry. Just like you said, hey, listen, let's just go play football.
Well, you watch any sport, if you're a sports fan and you watch professional league or maybe you watch college, some of the most dangerous teams are the ones that are playing free. If you're pressured up, having to perform at a certain level, anxiety and different things take over you mentally, which affects you physically. And, I've just tried to preach to our kids all week that it's all about us and it's all about us getting better. And, the pressure's off. And we really, I'll be honest, we've only talked about it on Monday. Our kids are so good at our routine of here's what we do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we go play. Yeah. So there hasn't been a lot. There was that one conversation on Monday, but I think our kids fully understand where we're at, and they fully understand the great opportunity this is. And I've got a real good feeling they'll go and play very, very well this Friday.
Yeah, and that's the thing that we've been seeing, Coach, from a standpoint that we get to see it as, Coach Clothier and I, call the game. We've seen the chemistry of this team from week one, and not only their confidence build, but just how things are meshing together and how now that there is, I'm excited to see them with, knowing that, hey, there is no pressure on you. Just go play your best football. And if, the scary thing is that if Noble was their best football up to that point, and we're saying, hey, no pressure, go play your best football. Man, this is going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah. Well, last week, we obviously didn't talk about it, but last week probably was a lot of pressure if they sat and thought about it. Yeah. If you lose that game, you've got to do some different things here in the next 3 weeks than what we've got to do currently. Yeah. And then there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts that you're talking about, and that's never fun. No. And so I don't know. I think last week was the big pressure week.
Yeah, exactly.
And granted, I am not sitting here saying, we're good. We don't care what happens. Anybody that knows me or knows our staff, that is not the case. But, again, it's smart to identify who you are and where you've been and where you're going. And we're in a position we need to understand we're trying to climb the ladder back. Yeah. There was several years ago, we were the ladder that everybody was climbing to go face, in retrospect. We were more of the every year in the playoffs and very competitive. Nobody liked playing against the flex bone because of the physicality and da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, we kind of lost that. So now we're climbing up the ladder. And that's okay, too. You just got to know where you're at, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. And we've got a plan. And we'll put that plan in place each and every week and keep watching these kids compete because they're really good at that.
They are. I'm glad you said that because that's what they do, Coach. They're going to go out there. They're going to go out there and they're going to compete. It doesn't matter if Noble's, if the jersey on the other side says Noble, Guthrie, Carl Albert, Lawton High, the Oklahoma Sooners. These guys are so are so confident, and not just within themselves, but as a team. And they believe in each other, and that's and that's credit to you guys on the coaching staff as well, and just the hard work that they've put in. And I think
they're very committed to each other.
Yeah,
and that's the key.
That's the key.
They're very committed to each other. Take all of us coaches out of it, all the adults. At the end of the day, if you can't have a team that's committed to each other, then you're wasting your time.
Yeah, that's
and you're
exactly
going to see some things that you don't like. And the one thing I know, they're very committed to each other, and that's why they're so fun to watch. Yeah. Yes, they're playing for, they want to please a coach, or they want to play well for their family or for their school. All that's true. Yeah. But I promise you, more than anything, they want to do well for each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes a team have a chance to be great. Yeah. And to this point, they've done that really well. Now, have we been through a lot of adverse moments? We have not. Okay? We just haven't. But the ones we have, they've done really well, and they've checked the boxes, and they've succeeded in those moments, whether it's at practice, whether it's been in some games. But the thing that is holding so true, the commitment to each other, is at a very, very high level. Yeah. And I'm more proud of that than I am any of the record.
There you go. And that's exactly where I was getting at, was that just everybody can see it. And if you can't see it, then you're not watching the real game that's taking place, which is that commitment to each other as a team, because that's dangerous, Coach. When you have guys that are on your six or on your side, left to right, that are that committed to you, that believe in you and you and them, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
And and exciting for us and for you guys, I can only imagine as a coaching staff knowing that, you guys get to see these guys day in, day out. You get to see them at a different aspect and level than, what we do, on the outside that's just watching them on a Friday night. And, it sets up for a really exciting game because we know that, we're playing pressure-free, but we're playing a team, like you said, that has had that success for the last few years now. And, they're not afraid of that moment. And so that's exciting to be like, okay, let's go. Let's line up. Let's go. Good to go. Let's go set the tone. Let's go do what we got to do because we know it's going to be exciting. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Friday night at Guthrie, Oklahoma, at their Rock, I believe we're still kicking off. It's still 7, not 7:30 due to senior night, right? Okay.
So, yeah.
And so, they've got some festivities going on, and we're going to be there. We're rolling in, and I can tell you they're going to be ready for business, going on a business trip there, and then take care of business there, Coach. And then, whether the outcome, we'll talk about that later, next week or so. But then coming back in 2 weeks at home, how good does that feel?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always, just any time you get to play here at our home stadium's special because it's just a very cool place.
It is.
And then when you're winning and people are showing up and filling the stands, it's even a much more special place. I've said many times it's one of the few places that I've coached that there's a real thing about home field advantage.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can say that about every home stadium, but it's not true.
Yeah.
You really have a home field advantage when that place gets packed and you're doing well and people are into it. So, yeah, it'll be fun to be back the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Coach, we're seeing the numbers on it. We're seeing, the impact. That's the word I was looking for. We're seeing the impact that you guys on the football field and our volleyball girls on the court are doing because our numbers are even folks that can't make it all over the country. We're averaging, Coach, as a stream on all our platforms. Great numbers, the best numbers I've seen since we've been doing this, and we're in year 6 or 7. Yeah. And you said it. With the Oklahoma Sports Network, and winning is it's fun because people come out to support, and it's just been awesome how much what you guys are doing on the field and what our volleyball girls and just the Bulldogs in general are just winning, and it feels good to be back in that circle because there's a few years, Coach, a lot of years where it was where I had to work on my stand-up comedy because it was just there was nothing else you could do but try to keep a great sense of humor and maintain a audience like, hey, listen, like it's probably not the outcome that you want, but we love these kids regardless, and the hard work of I know we talked about it a couple weeks ago, but the hard work that was put in, let's just say from when you came back, that group of kiddos, and even before then, that led up to these group of kiddos, and some of those that are seniors now, that, man, it's been special because, even though they may not be able to experience it on the field, they're beaming with pride. I see a ton of them. They're just like, it was worth it. And it was, Coach, because you guys are doing great.
Yeah. Yeah, you always hope that when a senior class leaves, you just hope that they feel like it was worth their time. And, hopefully they're able to take a lot of pride in seeing this group succeed on the field and know that without some of their influence, whether it was on the field or off, this probably wouldn't be happening. So, it's definitely been a work in progress.
It has, and it's been fun, Coach. It has been fun, and that long trip last Thursday. It was worth it, because it's just excited to win, and or to be winning, and so we got another long one, 2.5 hour drive, to Guthrie out there, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and it's going to be a contest that's not going to be easy. I tend to think that it's going to be challenging on both ends for both sides, and so it's going to make for a good game. And I'm excited, Coach.
Yeah, and they've scored a ton of points and not given up very many. So they've got a pretty good recipe for winning around there and have for a long time. So we will have our work cut out for us.
Most definitely, and I can tell you, Coach, the guys that are in my classes, they've been usually. We're always watching film and stuff like that, but they've been locked in this week. So kudos to you and the coaching staff. Whatever you're telling them, I mean, they've been bought in all season, but this week, more importantly, you can just see that they're a little more laser focused, a little more ready to go.
I told them weeks ago, I said, if you like the feeling of this, I don't know, we were maybe 3-0, 4-0, somewhere in there. I said, if you like the feeling of this, just keep doing it. Yeah. Because the more you win, the more build-up there is.
Yes. Yeah.
And, that is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's nobody – I will never say that winning and losing doesn't matter, because it does. it just can't be the number one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But winning and losing absolutely matters, and, enjoy the process of what it takes to win, and it will help you get to the victories. And that has been something our kids have done a really good job of the preparation. And this group is definitely prepared different than the last 2 years from a mental side, and we've seen that as far as the lack of assignment bust here recently, and working on a few things. So it's been fun.
It has. And, Coach, I just want to commend you guys and your coaching staff in 100% buying into the new, changing things, within the weight room and how you guys do things. And because, this has been a great season, and because of the hard work that you guys have put in and how you kind of changed things up from how we traditionally used to do things years ago, we're not seeing a lot of injuries. We're not. We're healthy. I haven't seen anybody hunched over, gassed out. It's been amazing.
Because all the conditioning we do.
Yeah, it's been really great, and
getting those 40 sprints in every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
And those speeds continue to increase. Correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're up to about 80 now.
Yeah. So, oh man, dude, what's the fact? You got guys, because I hear it 20, 21, 18, anywhere from 18 to 22.
The thing that we Monday, we always do our max velocity flying 10s on Monday, and all that's the electronic timing.
Yeah.
And as a team of 47 kids in varsity, we averaged over 19 miles an hour.
Wow.
And so we're in week 8 of a football season.
Yeah.
It's kind of a grind, if you will.
Yeah.
Our team is faster right now than they ever have been.
Wow.
Good luck explaining that.
Yeah. Especially to the and listen, we're part of that old head group now, and that, I know that you and I talked about it, and we joke about it. Hey, how's it feel to be the oldest guy on staff? So, but especially explaining that to some of the old guys that been doing this forever, and no, this is how we do things. Listen, how was that? You're getting faster in week 8, like you said, within that grind.
Yeah. And
it's not like we've been playing, schools for the blind and deaf. These have been great physical games that we've and
just
to
practice
see
in
that.
itself. And football is a collision sport.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's better or worse than any other sport. Most other sports are contact sports.
Yep. But not like this.
It's just facts.
Yeah.
So it does not make sense for most football teams to be getting faster. But we do have a process that we committed to 2 years ago of how we do things. And it was I guess some would say it was probably a risk on my part, but what did I have to lose?
Yeah.
I had nothing to lose. We were already losing. So, just being honest, it was a great time to take a risk, right?
Yeah, try something new. Yeah.
The plan has really, done what we wanted it to do, which was maximizing our performance and maximizing the kids that we have.
Yeah.
And, our staff has just done a phenomenal job of following that plan.
Yeah.
People would be very they would turn their head if they knew how much we actually practiced last week when we were playing on a Thursday. It's kind of comical.
Yeah. Well,
but our whole deal is we want to perform our best as far as physically on a game day, and everything leads to that.
Yeah.
If it doesn't contribute to that, we don't do it, and we try to really take care of our kids.
Yeah.
And,
it's proven itself, Coach, because we've seen it down at the junior high level, just following your guys's, your guys's practice, schedule, and just how to change things from how we used to do it years and years ago. That used to be great. You'll be the first one to tell, hey, I was that coach that used to do all that stuff. Right. But he's also Coach Reed is also a guy that does a ton of research, and if he sees something that is successful and continues to be successful, like you said, you're not afraid to take that risk, and you took a huge risk, and now we're seeing it a couple years later, going into week 8, and
I owe a lot of kids apologies from years past for practices, for how we practiced. I owe a lot of. I am so sorry for grinding you into the ground and making you so slow. And no, we have a great time. I think our staff is. I think just everybody's. And not just because we're winning. Just the mood is because of how we do some things, and in the work week it increases the joy level. Yeah, and at the end of the day, if you got a low joy level, you got a rotten environment. You can. Yeah. I've been a part of people that are 7-0 and miserable, and 0-7 and absolutely happy as could be. Yeah. Well, it didn't have anything to do with the records. Yeah. You've got to find where's things to draw joy from, and it's people. Yeah. And right now our players love being with each other. Our coaches love being with them and each other, and so. We'll just keep plugging our little process away and see what happens. Yeah,
and it all comes down to what has been one of your, it's not even a mantra, but just one of the things that you firmly believe in that, in the family aspect of things, and that's exactly what it is. Everybody enjoys enjoys each other, from the players to the coaches and the players. Like there's just such joy, that's love. Like, and I mean, when we say love, it's just not, man, I love you guys. Like, there's a genuine love for these boys, because I know that, you and all these other coaches, you're not just teaching these guys X's and O's. It goes so much further and deeper than that. And in order to have that, in order to be able to do that, you got to have a deeper relationship with them. And it's evident, Coach, these guys will run through a brick wall for you guys. And Mikey Brown was doing it versus 3 guys. So I'm just saying, I'm, as much as I love offense, you and I both know I love offense, I am excited to see what that man does, because he's been a monster, Coach. Yeah. And, Reddick has been great this year. I've been so impressed with him. And I mean, everybody on the defensive side, on the offensive side, the special teams, like it was just Thursday, I was beaming with joy, like I was just at just a proud granddad, like man, these boys finally got it. Yeah. It was awesome, and so it's happened all at the same time, and I'm excited to see what happens Friday. It can't get here quick enough, and it's going to be a fun night, long drive, but hey, listen, make that drive, guys. I mean, you will not be disappointed. It's going to be a great matchup between the Guthrie Blue Jays and the Altus Bulldogs as we travel down to Guthrie, or up to Guthrie, excuse me, and take them on week 8. And I mean, it's right around the corner, Coach. 2 more, after this week, just a couple more games, and then we're rolling right into the playoffs, and we're going to see. I mean, everything, all the records reset, and then it's a whole new season when it comes playoff time. And so things are exciting for the Altus Bulldogs, ladies and gentlemen, on the football field. And then tomorrow, Coach, listen, tune in if you can. If you want to purchase the NFHS, that's for $13.99. You can get the Altus Lady Bulldogs volleyball team as they take on Booker T. Washington. Or you can hear myself and Coach Clothier. We're going to be live. It's not just going to be a black screen. It's audio only. You'll see Coach Clothier and myself and, some of the fans and stuff, and then we'll keep the score and everything. But it's going to be a fun time. I'm excited. I mean, this is some monumental stuff going on, some history being made there for the Altus Lady Bulldog volleyball program. And I mean, I wouldn't bet against them, Coach.
No, Lord, no, I wouldn't either.
They are a great group, a lot like what you see on the football field. And your guys, they believe in each other as well, and so I'm super excited. And they're playing with the chip on their back, on their shoulder, and they've. Their record not only shows and they've gone out and proven everybody. I know Cole had told us last week that they haven't lost to an Oklahoma team yet, and so they're laser focused as well, and they're excited, and they're in Tulsa now, so we'll be up there tomorrow, Coach. And listen, tune in on the Oklahoma Sports Network. They play tomorrow at 1 p.m. We'll probably go live just a bit before that, and get you guys ready for state tournament volleyball in Catoosa, up there in the Tulsa area there, and I'm excited. And then, of course, if they win, ladies and gentlemen, then they play Friday at 11:30, and so we'll be there as well, calling that game. And if they win that game, then we'll break down, and then we'll head right on down to Guthrie and start getting set up there. And I just hope that that the good Lord, if you are a believer and you pray that weather clears up for us, because there's nothing more miserable, Coach, than getting set up in rain and weather outside. So I don't know if you've ever tried to put a tent up while it's just pouring rain and wind. So it's not fun, but but it's going to be fun regardless, because I mean, football's played outside, and I can tell you some of the greatest games that I remember watching, whether as a kid or as an adult, have been with some weather elements there. And hey, listen, OU's going to have to do the same thing versus Ole Miss on Saturday, because it's supposed to rain all weekend.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game, and so it's going to be fun. We're going to get dirty, so most definitely. Yeah. But it's going to be well worth it. And hey, if it does rain and it's raining, I just hope some of that rain, it doesn't, don't drench us, but maybe bring some rain down here too, because I mean, just one good last rain so I can cut my yard again and then be done till next year. But Coach, man, it's been fun. Glad that we're back here at Brew Coffee House, ladies and gentlemen, located right next door to Jackson County Memorial Hospital. And we will be live Friday in Guthrie, all set up, and you're probably going to see us all bundled up as well. It's going to be a cool night, and it probably temperatures will just continue to drop. I know we were doing our BCTV episode, and our weather experts had Friday down in the low 40s. So I don't know what it's going to be. That's here in Altus. I don't know what's going to be over there in Guthrie, but it's a little further north, so might be a little bit cooler. But bring a blanket, bring a jacket, and man, look forward maybe some hand warmers if you get cold. Pretty easy, and look forward for a great game. I just know, man, our community coach has done such a great job.
Mm-hmm. We had a great crowd.
Oh man, how great was that?
That
right?
was awesome.
So, I mean, the stands on that side were full.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were loud, and it was just, I mean, you guys are doing a great job. Let's keep it up. Last road game of the regular season as we travel to Guthrie. But you can find that information. I don't know it off the top of my head, but you can find the information on how to get to Jelsma, that's right. Jelsma Stadium there in Guthrie, Oklahoma. And honestly, you won't miss it if you drive through Guthrie. It's right there. So, but it's going to be a fun night. Coach, I'm going to let you go now. I know that you're probably like me, like I'm itching for Friday to get here. So
I got to go watch some practice film first.
Oh, well, my man's always watching some sort of film. So, but
go home, eat, shower, watch practice film.
Sleep, wake up, do it again.
Yeah, it's a same Wednesday routine every week.
Yeah, well, hey, you are you're a man of your routine. You like to keep things going, and I know that you caught me a couple Wednesdays ago. Hey, we're not having our regular drink, and so that's why that was the first thing we did when I got here. I said, hey, got to make sure we get our raspberry lemonades for Coach and I, because we got to keep that going. But Coach, we want to thank you for joining us. And again, that's all we got for tonight. We're gonna keep it short and sweet, as we got to break down, and then we got to get ready to wake up early and travel to Tulsa for some Lady Bulldog volleyball state tournament play. And Coach, I'm excited. Tune in. If you do want to tune in, you can tune in on the Oklahoma Sports Network app, www.oksportsnet.com, or if you have a smart device, just download the Oklahoma Sports Network app. I mean, it's going to be right there. And now, if you want to watch the actual game, physical game, you can go to nfhs.com. And they will have the state tournament there.
I got my subscription.
Did you get it?
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. So are you gonna have that on, and you're gonna have the Oklahoma Sports Network audio on?
Yeah, I got to do that. You got to have both. Dual screen.
You got it. Yeah, you got to do it both there. So I still do that sometimes, so I can listen to Toby Rowland.
Yeah.
With some games, I remember growing up, that's how we did it. We would have Bob Berry on the radio, and then just watch the actual footage. But it's going to be fun, man. I'm excited, and so that's the way to do it. $13.99 if you want the actual live stream to see the game in person, so you'll go in there and you'll do your subscription. Coach Reed has already done it, so if you have any questions, you can contact him.
Yep. You only have to keep it for 1 month.
Yeah, that's it, and then you're good to go. And by 2030. When that contract is up, due to the new regulations, then the Oklahoma Sports Network and other streaming services will be able to cover state tournament, state games, and stuff like that. So we're super excited about that. We were hoping that was going to happen sooner, but they had just inked out the new contract with the FHS, and so they got to carry it out for 5 years, and so we'll be looking forward to that. But Coach, I'm gonna let you go. We're rambling now. Cole, are you ready to end the show there? Yeah, no sound effects. I was expecting some. This guy, he's having fun over there. We've got some new equipment, so I guess these guys are getting spoiled, Coach. But we like to spoil them and keep them happy. But we'll see you Friday night, and we'll see you tomorrow, first thing, as you get to hear the audio of Lady Bulldog Volleyball. On behalf of myself and Coach Reed and Brew Coffee House, we want to thank you for joining us for the Coaches Show. That's the head coaches show for the Altus Bulldogs with head coach Jeremy Reed, live here at Brew Coffee House, located right next door to Jackson County Memorial Hospital. We've been live here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network. Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Wichita Insurance is your true homegrown insurance agency found right here in the heart of Southwest Oklahoma. We take pride in taking care of our own around here, whether it be your business, home or auto, farm and ranch, life insurance, bonds, or crop insurance. We're here to help make sure you're taken care of. Come see us at any of our convenient locations in Altus and Mangum, or give us a call at 580-301-6352. We look forward to making you part of the Wichita Insurance family.
Strong Tower Ministries strengthens the church by connecting and engaging visitors in the true Word of God and belief in Jesus Christ. Come worship with us at 805 Martin Luther King Road in Altus, Oklahoma. Sunday morning Bible school starts at 9 a.m., followed by worship at 10. Can't join us that morning? We also have Sunday evening services starting at 4, and youth services are on Wednesday nights at 6:30. Your ministry is found where you've been broken. Your testimony is found where you've been restored.
Rule number 6, be the truck authority. That's the Billingsley way. At Billingsley, we're proud to offer hundreds of Ford trucks for your selection. And if you know a thing or two about saving money, we bet you know Billingsley.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Take pride in supporting our communities. We take pride in our deep-rooted traditions of serving Southwest Oklahoma. But mostly, we take pride in being an Altus Bulldog. You can always count on us to show up wearing our blue and white loud and proud and ready to lend a hand. Because at Cattleman's Bank, we proudly say, Go Bulldogs! Woo!
In the far corner of Southwest Oklahoma, you'll find a place that gives you the opportunity to pursue a degree while helping ease your mind when it comes to financial stress. Western Oklahoma State College offers a variety of options to fit your needs, both face-to-face and online. From managing a farm or ranch to saving lives as a registered nurse, Western will help turn your goals into your future. At Western Oklahoma State College, you are more than just a number. You are a member of the Pioneer family. Make Western your home away from home. Your degree is closer than you think.
We want to keep you moving. Broken bones aren't all we take care of. The JCMH Orthopedic Clinic specializes in sports injuries and total joint replacements. We give steroid injections and do arthritis treatments. We have the best doctors and staff who care at the JCMH Orthopedic Clinic. Along with orthopedic surgeon Dr. Greg Pickett, we have physician assistants Mandy Stevens, J.R. Ramirez, and Danielle Gregg, and nurse practitioner Morgan Johns. Youth and adults, for sports or for your lifestyle. We'll keep you moving.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.